Hey guys, this is Lisa with your Lyrical Aspirations Inspirational Message. Today I want to talk to you guys all about circles. See, I bring it up all the time in my videos about how important it is to have a strong circle around you. And today I just wanted to go into more depth about what I really mean by a strong circle. So the first thing that I want to mention is that we actually have two circles in our lives. And that is we have an inner circle and we have an outer circle. And your inner circle, these are the individuals that truly deserve the name friend. And when we talk about this, these are our closest and most trusted individuals. And in this grouping, we have to know that quantity does not translate into quality. There may not be a lot of people that fall into your inner circle, and that's good. But when we talk about a strong inner circle, there are four things that you have to ask yourself about those individuals. And that is number one, who is loyal to you? Like, who really is there for you? Who tells you the truth? Who keeps it real with you? The next thing is, who do you trust with your inner inners? You know what I mean, those inner fears, inner conflicts, inner demons, inner sadness, whatever it is. Who do you go to share that with? Now, once you identify those people, you still have two more questions to ask to determine if they are adding strength to your inner circle. And that is, do those individuals push you and challenge you in a positive way to be the best version of yourself? And then next is, do they really understand you and try to really connect with who you are? Those are important things to understand when we talk about the strength of a circle. If somebody does not meet those criteria that I just called out, then it means that there are weak ties in your inner circle. And you must shrink that down so that you can put more time into those that do meet that criteria and you can retain them. Now, without these strong connections, then you don't really have a strong inner circle. The connection piece of it is key to making sure that these individuals are pushing you and motivating you and supporting you in the way that you need. There has to be understanding there. And there has to be honesty there. And so when we talk about that inner circle, that's all your choice. And I want you to think about it like the movie 300. Leonidas knew that it was better to go into battle with 300 hand-chosen, brave, loyal soldiers than it was to go into battle with 30,000 cowards. And the same thing is true with your circle. Who do you want to go to battle with? Who do you want standing by your side? Because this life is a battle. So who is going to be that strong soldier beside you through this journey? That's why it's important to identify your inner circle and make sure that you dedicate time and effort to building it and making it strong. Now, when I talk about that inner circle, it doesn't discredit your outer circle, which is also important. But your outer circle may not fall into the category of friend. These are more than likely going to be associates. These are going to be people that you are merely associated with in some manner, whether it be business or personal. And these are great connections, especially in the concept of 6 degrees of separation, which means that I may not know somebody that can get something done, but I may know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and 6 degrees out that can find you what you need, right? These are great connections in the world to have in your outer circle. Now, it's not just people, obviously, that you can get something from. These may be individuals that you have just grown apart from, but you're still connected with in some way. Now, when we think about that, they do serve a purpose in our life. It just may not be necessarily for strong connections. And that's okay. Because you have to think about it is, can you truly call that person if you need to talk or if you need something? More than likely, somebody on that outer circle is not somebody that you would first think about to call when you were going through something. So identify who's your inner and outer circle individuals. Now, when we talk about that, what are the benefits of having a strong inner circle? Well, I'll go over a couple, but obviously there's going to be a ton other than what I'm going to bring up. But one of the big things is that once you reduce down and understand who your true inner circle is, now you can truly invest more time into that. You're going to be able to build deeper connections with those individuals once they've been identified. You're going to have more time. It's easier to make time for 2 to 3 people versus 25 people in a day or a week. Now, another thing is that you're going to have comfort, not only in the individuals in your life, but just in knowing that you have individuals in your life that you can go to in some of your dark hours of your life. And that's important to know that. Now, another thing about making sure that you have a strong inner circle is you are going to have probably less activities, but you're also going to have less fear of missing out. Sometimes you're just included in a group option to go somewhere, but those individuals really aren't people that are in your inner circle. They're outer circle individuals, and you may feel pressure and stress to attend these things when you're invited, and that's fine. But you can reduce a little bit of that because you're not going to miss out if you have time to consistently spend with your inner circle, your closest people. You have more control on what you can focus on versus all these outside distractions kind of adding stress to your life. And they're not even on your inner circle. Now, another thing is you're going to have individuals that you can speak to openly and honestly. Now, I would never discredit the benefits of going to therapists and things of that nature, but it's also good to have your own friend base that you can go to and really talk about things openly and honestly and not feel judged and really feel like that individual is trying to understand where you're coming from and what is really going on so that they can support you appropriately. Now, when we talk about this, I just want us to walk away with one understanding is that your inner circle should motivate and inspire, be well-rounded and supportive, and you must keep it tight. And that means that sometimes people will shift out of your inner circle into an outer ring, and that's okay. This is what happens when we all grow, we all change and evolve. It may separate some of us. It doesn't mean that it has to cut those ties completely per se, but I would say, just understand that that inner circle must be looked at on a regular basis. This is the closest thing to you. These are the individuals that you must trust dearly and deeply, that when they give you information and when they give you their feedback, that they are coming from a place of love and not a place of envy. You have to make sure that that circle around you is very, very tight. And what I'm going to leave you with today is a quote by Steve Marabolo. Bowley, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I seriously don't know how. But the quote is, know your circle. Make sure everybody in your boat is rowing and not drilling holes while you aren't looking. And that's very important to understand who you have around you to make sure that there's nobody around you that is potentially sabotaging you. So with that said, guys, I want you to go out here and make this an amazing week, month, year, and make sure that you come back and check me out.